suplex.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome Saturday, May 14th, 2022. Another fresh edition. Thoughts Count Anywhere come to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart and warming up of Sin City, Las Vegas. Matt Mullen on the end.
What's up?
The man simply known as Cheap in the middle.
Good
I'm
morning,
Aaron
folks.
Phillips. We want to welcome and thank you all for joining us today. Hope everybody survived Friday the 13th. We're all here. Yes, we're here.
Yeah.
I would love to hear some interesting Friday the 13th stories if anybody got bitten yesterday. All right, good morning, Thomas. 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to come into the studio and chat with us. 1-855-502-4321. Press 1 to come in and chat with us. We have a packed, and I'm not just talking about our agenda. From the Jersey Shore, Sev Varvar. Sev, Jersey, you got 2 Jerseyites right here, my friend. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Now, we have a stacked show today, and I'm not just talking about our run sheet. We have stacks coming in the second hour. Mr. Producer, would you mind popping up the flyer for who's coming on later today in hour number 2? Of course, if you are attached to the Thoughts Count Anywhere Facebook page and our website, coming in hour number 2 with only 1 week to go. UWW making its debut premiere, the only female promotion top to bottom at the Sahara Hotel right here in Las Vegas. General Manager Jenni Santana will be live in studio, and Lei'd Tapa will be joining us via video. I'm not sure where she is hailing from this weekend, but she will be joining us on video to talk about the upcoming match. She has against Genocide is what's scheduled for next week at UWW for their premiere card at the Sahara, where a lot of things will be happening, and we'll announce something very special in the second hour. That will be happening prior to that show. Kicking off.
Pre-show?
The pre-show. Anyway, so yes, we thank you for joining us. So we got those ladies coming on. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, we want to recap Backlash last week. We got a lot of news and notes, AEW, a lot of stuff. If we can get it all in the first hour and or second hour, see, Matt is sneezing on the truth. That's an old wives' tale around here. So real quickly, while he's composing himself, Chief, how was your week?
Hey, I got to tell you.
Got to tell me.
I got the hell home after the show last week, right? And I'm driving by our mailbox.
Yeah.
The son of a bitch is wide open.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
You broken into?
Yep, somebody broke into...
All the boxes?
To our, there's 16, we got one of the big ones in our... one of the big ones in our... where we live in our development. Yeah. And there's like 6 on our side, and ours was the only one broken into.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we got to go to the freaking post office and pick our mail up.
We had that happen in my complex a couple of Decembers ago. Man, it sucks.
And so I saw our mailman. I asked him. I said, so what happens? I said, the maintenance crew from the post office up here comes out and fixes it. He said, no. He said, unfortunately, the only maintenance crew is at the post office, the main post office at Sunset. So they've got to come all the way up to North Las Vegas to fix it.
Yikes.
Other than that, it was great, though.
All right.
Good weekend.
Mr. Matt, how was your week since we last convened here on TCA?
It was pretty crazy, but it wasn't Friday the 13th related.
Okay. Oh, do we have a story ready to go? All right.
Yeah.
Well,
always got one of those.
It's now time. Mr. Producer, can you key it up, please? It's now
story time with the enforcer,
Story
Matt
time
Mullen.
with me.
All right, so Friday the 13th was actually kind of chill on Fremont Street for some weird reason.
That's odd all unto itself.
But apparently Thursday the 12th was a bitch. I was in my office, like, watching the cameras, and I see somebody, like, kicking at the ground, like, pretty violently on, like, 4th Street. So we go running over there. There's some crazy bum, like, stabbing somebody that's asleep. We're like, what the hell? And I run across the street, and the guy takes off running, and I was like, I think I can get this guy. And I see the knife in his hand, so I'm trying to call 911 with my, as we're like running, and I was like, stop. And he drops the knife, and I was like, gotcha, bitch.
That's all you wanted.
And then Metro happened to be like driving by, and I was like, get that guy, get that guy. And then all hell broke loose, and a taser later, he was in handcuffs.
Oh, boy. Obviously, he was on something, to say the least.
Well, he said the other guy owed him money, so he decided to stab him while he was asleep. But the other guy seemed like he was going to make it. But
I was just going to ask.
It was a hell of a way to start off the morning. It was like 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. 8:30 in the morning. And that wasn't even Friday the 13th. The fact that nothing strange went on Fremont Street on Friday the 13th is strange all to itself.
That we know about.
Right, that we know about.
That we
That's
know
true.
about.
By the way, are you on a first-name basis with everybody at Metro by now?
Yeah.
I figured.
Pretty much. They all have my cell phone number, and
I figured. It's a hell of a Christmas card list.
if there's calls in the area and they're busy, to like, hey, see if you can go, like, see if we actually need to come, go take care of it.
Gotcha. It's like they've appointed you a Metro.
Pretty much. I get a calls from one. If you ever get a call from 111111111, it's 911.
Oh, is it
Calling
really?
you back.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I never knew that.
I get that number called to me constantly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. What? There you go. There you go. All right. Good stuff, I guess, with stories. Sometimes I don't know what to say.
Next week, I should just give you guys the craziest story I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So basically,
That involves body parts.
So basically, this guy that did the stabbing, he's going to be charged with a few felonies.
Oh, they charged him with attempted murder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
toast.
He'll be 72'd, and then he'll.
You actually get the same amount of jail time for attempted murder as you do murder. Attempted murder it's the same crime. It just means you sucked at doing it.
He didn't die.
Well,
That's what all the cops and lawyers have told me.
do they? With something like that though, they normally send them to the psych places for 72, don't they? Get them checked out.
For like that, unless they're like don't know what year it is or where they're at or stuff like that. If they know like what they're doing, they'll just go to jail, but they'll try to pull like the psych bullshit.
The psych stuff. Yeah.
So they'll have to do like a psych eval before trial and all that.
Right.
Hey, I want to give a special shout out to everybody listening on the Go Live Vegas mobile app right now, as well as the new updated app, as well as Alexa. Remember, if you have an Alexa device, and we're not talking Alexa Bliss just yet, if you have an Alexa device, just say, hey, Alexa, play Go Live Vegas Radio, and it'll take you there. So those of you listening on the app, you want to call in, 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to get into the studio. Our friend Jennifer is not in the chat room yet. She must still be sleeping in there in Hawaii, but she'll check in sooner or later. All right, let's get into some rumors with I Hear Voices. Rumor is there may be more members of Judgment Day. Who would make a good fit to the group?
Judgment Day.
Even though Finn Balor's like going against them at the moment, I'd like to see Finn Balor join them. Have like a dark, evil demon Finn Balor.
Well, it makes sense. Wouldn't he have to come in as
interesting.
demon?
Yeah.
In a way? I mean, bring that character forward more?
Tamina Snuka.
That's an odd choice out there. Why Tamina? Why do you think Tamina would fit in with that?
Hubcap. Every group needs a hubcap.
Yes. Yes.
God.
No, seriously?
Yeah.
Nobody's expecting it. That's why it would be a good fit. Nobody would expect her.
Well, she does wear the dark clothes all the time.
Exactly.
She's kind of already there, in that mode.
Yes.
Although when she was the tag champs, or when she was, who was she with? She was with Natty as the tag champ.
Correct.
She wore brighter colors.
Yes.
But most of the time, she wore that dark.
She wears the black.
Yeah, she wears the black. That's interesting. One name that I hear that they haven't done much with is Ciampa, but then again, they're matching him up with Mustafa Ali with a little run here.
Yeah.
But I like all the ideas. The one you just
See, I could see Tamina and Rhea causing all kinds of havoc as a tag team.
going against Sasha and Naomi,
the
title holders.
Just in general. in the women's division.
Well, Naomi's name has come up a lot stronger lately to go with the bloodline, which means essentially they would have to lose the belts, obviously, and that would fit right in with what you're talking about, potentially.
I guess a lot of people would rather see Sasha as a single wrestler than a tag team.
Hell yeah.
I think she's built more for a singles competitor, in terms of her character, and because I think it's safe to say she's probably a better heel than a face going, in the ring.
Yeah.
So you can only really do that best when you're singles. Right?
Skill-wise, he's easily top 3 best in wrestling.
For now.
Today.
You mean today?
Would she be on your Mount
Let's
Rushmore?
piss Chief off immediately, of all time.
Get the fuck out of here.
Goat? Is she a goat?
She could wrestle laps around
I didn't
Fabulous
get beeped.
Moolah.
What the hell? You're slipping.
We actually talked about that a while ago, about Sasha being considered one of the best of all time, because I had heard that comment on our 10th favorite wrestling show that airs.
You know what? If she wasn't related to Snoop Dogg, she'd be just another name in the wrestling industry.
False.
Okay. She got her big push with Snoop. And that's the bottom line, because the chief said so.
So she got her big push from Snoop Dogg in the Boston independent scene?
Yeah. Yeah. She sure as shit did. She had
a worse start than Becky Lynch. And
you know
the
what?
only one that got like the...
She'd be a name just like the rest of them.
The only one that got baby-fed their push was Charlotte because of her dad. That was it.
That's unfortunate, isn't it?
Who, by the way, storylines have come out that she may be off TV for a while after her loss last week, which we'll get to, because she's going to be planning, it seems like, her wedding and honeymoon with Andrade.
So it looks like now Hot Rod and our Marine are going to have
Lacey Evans.
We're going to have a storyline now. Lacey's going to be the heel.
Right, they're moving her over, and it looks like she'll be taking on the heel persona, which is going to be interesting to see how they're going to change that from the face approach they took to bring her back on SmackDown to turn her heel on the other side.
Well, that's a good secret.
Good morning, Ben.
But did you see what's her name last night? Miss Gonzalez. What's her name now?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Yeah. She had a hell of a match with
Ronda.
With Ronda last night.
It was an open challenge.
That was a damn good match.
Hey, by the way, before I forget the upcoming news that we'll talk about when Jennifer gets here about next week.
My balls for man.
TRC, Top Rope Collectibles, our good friends William Hudson and Ben Bowman, they are sponsoring our project next week at UWW. We want to thank them, and more news to come with that as well. All right, let's go to our next topic before we go to break. Rumor was that Roman Reigns may take an extended break during the summer, and that is being positioned to where now it seems like the WWE is going to make him, quote-unquote, the next Brock Lesnar in terms of scheduling and making him more of a special attraction in his championship matches.
I heard there were like rumors he's going to take like a long break, and then like a couple hours later, they were like, oh, he's not going to take that much of a break. He's going to have like a Brock Lesnar schedule, but not as bad as Brock Lesnar, where he still shows up to like most TVs and all the pay-per-views.
I wonder if the reason they're going to do this for him, I wonder if it's health-wise a little bit. And you know what? If it is, that doesn't need to come out. Just give him the time he needs and write him the type of contract, Vince, you want him to have, and let him do his thing. He's for the last couple of years, he's been the one running the company for you. And
they already have his new contract that he signed actually does have less dates in it, and where they're trying to make his schedule very similar to Brock in terms of that part-time thing.
Exactly.
But if it is to regenerate and rejuvenate his body, if it's going, look, like you said,
we don't
2.5 years after coming back from leukemia, and the way has performed,
yes,
no one can argue it's top notch, if not the best characterization we've seen in a very long ass time. That if he needs a break, let him take a break, recharge a little bit.
And if they're trying to make the championship like that important, and there's another rumor, they might actually try to break Bruno Sammartino's record as far as championship days.
Right.
So he still needs to be champion another 2.5 years.
Which then sort of means when he, quote unquote, faces The Rock next year, as everybody anticipates at WrestleMania, then we know for sure passing the torch will happen. And of course, you're not going to make The Rock a champion anyway with his short stays and whatnot. You're not going to put a belt on him anyway. All right, with that, let's step aside for our first break of the show. Thank you for watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We appreciate you making us part of your day. Remember, if you can't continue to watch us, download the Go Live Vegas mobile app to your phone or any other device. Take us on the go. We will be right back.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
What's up, man? It's your boy, 752. I'm here with my man, Big G. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Navari. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
All right, welcome back. I love this new view. First time I saw this on the app, I saw BTS. I did not realize BTS meant behind the scenes. I thought it was that boys band from overseas. But Thomas Burnett, since you're in the chat room, I need some research done. Please find for us the number of days Roman Reigns has been champion for us, please. Find that. Just drop it in the chat room if you'd like. We would appreciate that. All right, welcome back. Got a busy show today. Coming up in our second hour, we have Jenni Santana, General Manager of UWW.
Giggity.
And Lei'd Tapa.
Not Tapa. Lei'd Tapa. Right. You said Tapa. That's okay. He's looking on the sheet. By the way, you want to talk about Jenni on getting votes for something?
She is in the running for... What the hell?
Oh, is it on the sheet?
Health and fitness.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize
There's like
it
a
was on
cash
the sheet.
prize and a cover to be on the cover of the magazine.
Good morning, John.
Link is on our website and our Facebook page. Go out and vote for her. It's free and easy to do.
But there's a cause though. If you want to buy more votes for anybody, that is a fundraiser for it. It's a VA organization, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. It's like Warrior Votes. You can buy. I think it's like $1 a vote or something like that.
Or you can buy them in bulk. But yeah, proceeds go to help a veterans organization, which is pretty cool. All right.
Good morning, Ronald Young.
Why am I not seeing everybody in the chat room again?
Because Chief's on top of it today.
Okay. Morning, everybody in the chat.
I already started doing my...
You're warming up? Boy, have we got something to show with that. Not yet. Don't put it up yet.
No.
Stare at the camera.
Just who, Chief? Yeah. Okay.
Calling on the phones because the Chief said so.
702-329-69.
Hell yeah.
47. I don't want to have him do it without his teeth. It won't look right. Anyway, let's talk about Backlash. We might as well get that out of the way. So I don't know what we made our picks with last week. Good morning, everybody. 621 is the number of days Roman's been champion. Thank you, Thomas Burnett. Okay, let's talk about Cody Rhodes defeating Seth Rollins. That was the first match, I believe, that opened up the show. I thought it was a good match, maybe as good as WrestleMania. Everybody's making a stink about the fact that Cody held the tights, but then again, it was in response to Seth trying to hold the tights. Cody managed to get it done on the pin, and Seth walked out. Now he's up 2-0. Do we see a trilogy for these guys coming up?
At Hell in a Cell, most likely.
Okay. Would this be the payoff between? I mean, even though it's 2-0,
yeah.
But you can't keep running with this. There's got to be a different way that they're going to go, right, Chief?
I would think so.
Where do they go next with Cody?
Well, does he step up for the belt?
Well, he wants
Money in the Bank.
That's
he's already my pick to win the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, but you guys talked about something before the show.
I saw something earlier this week, on one of the dirt sheets that Vince has said doesn't make any difference who wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's not going to have any effect at WrestleMania.
Now, did Cody cut? Was he wrong in that promo? I don't know if you guys saw it, where he's in Allegiant Stadium talking about Money in the Bank, and he says the winner of Money in the Bank will go to WrestleMania, not take a shot at a title anytime. Now, was that an error that he made, or is that what they're doing now with Money in the Bank? Is that the winner of the briefcase now has to make their choice to debut at WrestleMania next year? That's a long time to wait.
I think it might have just been bad wording. But
I agree.
I couldn't see, there's no way a commercial for Money in the Bank got, impromptu, not produced, and just said whatever Cody said. Whatever said was said on purpose.
Sure.
I hope so.
But it could be, they could have just meant, whoever's champion main eventing WrestleMania, and that's your chance to be champion. Something to that effect, but that would ruin the Royal Rumble. That would ruin a bunch of things.
Right. But if that's the case, then Cody made a really bad mistake.
And it's far out there. So if you make your main event of in July, that's a lot of time to get injured, stuff to change.
Sure. That's 9 months. That's too far out. That's why I'm concerned about that.
I'd like to digress for a minute, if I may.
Okay.
In order for Roman Reigns to break Bruno Sammartino's record, he has to hold the championship close to another 6 years before he would break Bruno's record.
Bruno had it how long?
Bruno had it for...
I thought it was 5 years or
Bruno
something.
had it for 2,803 days.
So he had it 8 years plus. So he almost had it 9 years.
And Roman, according to Thomas, 621. So that's 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got to hold it another 6 years. So
they're probably not going after that one. Then.
Yeah, that's too far.
Maybe someday.
That'd make Chief's blood boil.
No. If there were I'll tell you what. If there weren't the quality wrestlers that we have both in the men's and the women's, I could see it happening. But because let's be realistic and let's think about it for a minute. The main hub of wrestling that time, Vince's dad had started buying the territories up, was Madison Square Garden. That's where the big names wrestled. It was either there, St. Louis, or Texas, or Florida. Okay, San Francisco, they were the big five. Okay, today, you've got WWE, you got AEW. You got the two, that's it. Most of your wrestlers are there. So, in my mind, they're not going to, a person, I give Roman credit, but a person today, they're not going to hold a championship for 9 years.
I think there's too many.
It's just not going to happen.
There's too many factors in wrestling in this day and age that the wrestlers have to deal with that they didn't have to deal with during Bruno's time, and I think that also has a lot to do with it.
I agree.
But it'll be interesting. All right, let's go back to Backlash. Almost defeated Bobby Lashley. It was almost predictable that MVP was going to get involved with the cane stick somewhere.
Oh, definitely. I called that one.
See, and that's who you went with was MVP. So yeah, so I lost that one. I picked Bobby. So
So
I give that to one. I give that one to Matt.
So are we done with these guys, or are we going to see a payoff coming up again on in June?
They announced on Raw last week that it's Omos versus Bobby Lashley in a steel cage next week on Raw.
Oh boy! All right, there you have it.
So
we'll
we're
see.
still going to have more fallout from it.
Well, no theoretically MVP can't get involved, but we know that won't happen.
I want to see Omos do what was it Bobby Lashley did to Umaga and like literally throw him through a panel of the.
I don't know. I remember Big Show going. Big Show was speared out of a panel by Brock Lesnar, if I remember. Somebody speared Big Show out of the. Mark Henry. Mark Henry, I believe, is the one that speared the Big Show out one of the panels.
Of the cage.
Of the cage.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I think it's Bobby Lashley that like literally knocked one of the panels like over and like nailed Umaga with it or something.
Yeah, there have been a few of those.
So if we're going to have a steel cage match next week.
On like 2 days now.
Could you see Lashley spearing Omos and putting him through the cage?
Depends on who. Remember, though, whose feet touches first, because didn't Brock Lesnar win a cage match in that fashion, spearing somebody out of the ring? But because his feet hit the floor first and not the person who he speared, he won the match because he got out of the cage first and his feet touched.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows? We'll see what happens.
That's true.
Next match, Edge defeating AJ Styles with a very predictable finish. When we all talked about it last
I called
week.
every moment of this match.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Hey, good morning. Scott Hosey's in the Facebook chat. Power Play Sports. Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Top of the morning and be safe.
We all talked about it. We expected Rhea Ripley. Her name had come up for a couple of weeks as possibly joining. Once you saw the body out there pushing AJ over, you knew it was a female body. We knew it was Rhea Ripley. We knew that was going to happen. We called it last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
So no real surprise in that finish. And now where does it go for the next step? Do we see now a multi-tag, intergender match now? Does AJ and Finn find a female? That sort of thing. Where do we go? Liv Morgan? Yeah, that would make sense in terms of their relationship, but it's not a very strong team versus the other three, if you ask me. But
true.
That's just my
I like Rhea's new look.
Very dark, but very
I like it.
Very expected, given the turn. So
true.
Last one before we go to Chiefs rant. Ronda Rousey. Let's see. Ronald says Bobby Lashley threw himself through the cage and landed on Umaga.
Yep.
And there was one prior to that about Roman spearing somebody outside of it. Oh, Roman spearing Brock outside as well. That's the one I was thinking about whose feet landed first. Your thought? Okay, Seb asked your thoughts on Tommaso joining the Judgment Day. We very briefly touched on it at the beginning.
That'd be a really good one.
I think I like him as a top contender to join at some point because this thing with Ali, I mean, how far is that going to go?
True.
Before Ali is future endeavor. I hate to say it. But to me, I think Ciampa should be the next one to join, in my opinion.
Ali's got the belt, right?
Which belt?
No, he don't have to.
That's Theory.
Never mind. Yeah,
is the United States champion.
Yeah, Theory's
See, now
gone.
that
see,
feud would
I like
make
to
more
see
sense.
Theory and Ciampa.
A-Town down.
But I would just like to have seen Theory and Ali go at it first.
Okay.
Then Ciampa perhaps step in, and then after he wins the gold, then maybe he joins Judgment Day. I don't know.
See that.
Okay. Yeah.
So let's talk about real quickly before the rant. Ronda Rousey.
Wait.
Here's your teeth back. Ronda
You
Rousey
need Paladin.
defeated Charlotte Flair after saying, I quit in the armbar with a chair assisted, and now Ronda is the new champ. We called that last week too. And now supposedly Charlotte will be off TV for a while, planning wedding, honeymoon, et cetera, et cetera. But the match itself.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
Wait. You hear anything? That's going to be Ronda Rousey with her promotional behind the mic. Quiet.
Rumors. We talked about it a few minutes ago. Lacey Evans being moved over from SmackDown to Raw as a heel to potentially face and start a feud with Ronda eventually. Ronda put up the belt last night in a...
They'd be on different shows then. How would they start a...
No, they would move her over. They would move Lacey Evans over to Raw. And she now becomes a heel on Raw permanently.
We know...
Ronda's a SmackDown women's champion.
Lacey.
Lacey Evans.
She's going from SmackDown to Raw, and where she's on SmackDown. So how would that work?
Isn't Rousey was what?
Rousey's on SmackDown.
Oh, that's right. Okay, my bad. But there was talk then there's confusion because they're talking about Lacey maybe against Belair to move her over there.
Most likely.
That might be the one that I'm thinking of. And maybe now Bayley comes back.
You have to have someone who's going to wrestle with Ronda that's good on a mic. You have to, because let's face it, we talked about it last week. We talked about it the week before.
Right.
Ronda does not have great mic skills.
No.
So you got to put somebody there with her that has great mic skills.
Welcome Bayley.
Very true.
Right? I mean, Bayley's probably one of the best.
Yeah.
Especially before she got hurt.
And she definitely deserves it. She deserves a shot at Ronda.
All right, before we continue with the last two matches, he's warming up now. If you'd like, Mr. Producer, you can put up that picture of Chief warming up prior to getting ready. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. Where's that picture? Let's get that. This is Chief's new wrestling video that will be coming out shortly here as he's warming up for the rant. There you go. Richard Simmons looking like Chief. We should change that name on there. But that's okay. There's the Chief, his new DVD coming out, How to Warm Up for the Chief's Rant, soon to be available in a 30 CD set, one suggestion per CD.
$1.95.
For all 30 CDs. And now it is time for the Chief's Rant.
Hey, good morning, everyone. 3 Minutes of Fame is now $2.98. And Thomas, we got more to come, so stand by. Anyway, it is the Chief, and believe it or not, I want to talk about the upcoming AEW show out here. I understand, and I may need some help from you gentlemen, but I understand that the first match that they've announced already is going to be our man, Mr. CM Punk's going to go against Adam Cole. Or no, belay that.
Hangman Page.
Hangman Page, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Page, is that his name?
Yes.
And then, so that ought to be an awesome match. Then we're going to have Serena Deeb going against the champ out here, Thunder Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a feeling that one is probably going to be a bloodbath. Okay. And then the third one I saw was going to be, I think it was a tag team match, wasn't it? The Young Bucks going against...
They haven't announced that officially, but most
or it's going to be a three-way, I think. The Young Bucks...
Briscoes, maybe? I don't know. I didn't see
They haven't been on AEW yet.
No, it's a three-way. It's Luchasaurus...
And Jungle Boy.
And Jungle Boy against the Young Bucks, and I believe against the Hardys for the championship. That's the third one that has been announced. I could be wrong on that one, but we talk about it, and the three top matches. Oh, there's another one too. Some butthead whose mom was running around the ring last week. She was running around Long Island Coliseum with a sign saying, "My asshole son didn't wish me a happy Mother's Day."
MGF's mother.
Yeah, against
MJF.
and that's going to be MJF against Wardlow for Wardlow's contract.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's another match. That's 4 great matches. So, my only other comment's going to be, okay, WWE, what are you going to do to step up at Money of the Bank out here to...
draw them in?
Exactly. So that's my rant today. I want to keep it short because we got a lot to go through on our run sheet before we have our guests in. So up to standard Chiefs rant. I apologize, but I'll make up to you next week.
There you go. Courtesy of our friends in the chat room, Sev says they also announced the buy-in match, Hook and Danhausen versus Sterling Mark and Nees. And then Thomas shares the three-way is between Jungle Boy Luchasaurus versus Starks and Hobbs versus Swerve and Lee.
Thank you for correcting me, Thomas.
Our universe is on top of things. All right, last two matches I want to talk about before we go to our break, and then we come back. I want to bring up something that I heard this morning on our 20th favorite wrestling show.
We're up to 5. Number 5 was...
20th sounds better.
No, but I said 10 before, and then I slipped to 20.
Okay.
The first 19 are
I
thoughts
must
counting.
not have been listening.
Are your teeth in? They help you listen better.
Yeah.
All right.
They're in.
Madcap Moss defeated Happy Corbin.
Bathroom break match.
Bathroom break
That
match.
was literally I went to go make food.
I got to say one thing though. I think Happy is no more. I think you're getting your wish, and Mr. Corbin's going back to his old style. After last night, seeing him put Madcap in the chair and then drop the
Andre
the Giant trophy. So I think he's probably going back to what you wished last week, sir.
Good.
I would like to see Madcap though when he comes back, get rid of the suspenders and the shoes. If he's taking time off and they're going to massage his face character, I don't know, the suspenders.
That's no worse than Johnny Knoxville.
I'd rather see Johnny Knoxville than Madcap Moss at this point.
I'd rather see the little guy run around in the black thong.
When we come back from break, Aaron Phillips will be hosting the show by himself. Bloodline defeated RK Bro and Drew McIntyre.
You can pay my half too. I'm going back to bed.
Where are we at?
Last match, Bloodline defeating RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Again, not a surprise. You're not going to have Roman's team lose.
No.
In this kind of match.
Although it could happen, you know, we don't expect it. And as I said last week, I thank Tony Khan for at times keeping information away from us, so we don't know.
Keeping it close to the vest.
This could have happened. What would have happened if RK Bro and Drew McIntyre beat the Bloodline? Nobody was expecting it.
Nobody was expecting it, but logic, because they're holding the gold, would tell you that they're gonna win. I don't even remember who took the pin in this match. Who took the pin in this
Riddle.
match? Oh, that's right. So of the three guys on that side, you're gonna have the guy with the least tenure, let's say, take the pin, and that's the way. Yeah, that's the way it's gonna. But I thought it was a good match. It was a solid match for sure. Look, overall, I think Backlash was a much better card than people expected it to be, because we talked about it last week. Ho hum, Backlash, ho hum, no build up with Charlotte and Rousey and whatnot. I think the card was better than expected.
Yes.
There were one or two bathroom break matches, and that happens on any card.
Yes.
But overall, I think the card was much better than expected, in my opinion.
And I want to shout something out from TCA, Charlotte. Whatever is taking place in the next few months, best of luck to you.
Absolutely.
And congratulations.
All right, with that, let's step aside for our second break a few minutes early, because I have a topic I want to discuss I heard this morning, which I think is going to be a good one.
On our 21st favorite podcast.
On our 21st favorite podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Top of the hour, hour number 2, not far away. And boy, it's going to be a great second hour. We have special guests. We'll be right back.
I'm getting loosened up again.
Oh, you know what we didn't put up?
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? I just wonder, is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
Welcome back.
And I want to turn it over to the silver tongue Golden Devil, who Las Vegas own Hall of Famer, Mr. Aaron Phillips.
Wow. Got my own intro back.
See, I can be nice sometimes.
No, you can be nice all the time. It's a matter of when Matt revs you up that gets you pissed.
What's not going in that direction anytime soon? I must have missed something.
In the chat room, Seb says, if they're going towards Drew versus Roman, why not have Drew pin Roman and off we go? So that's what Thomas was replying to. They're not going in that direction.
Hey, Sev.
All right.
Sev, I got to tell you, my old stomping grounds used to be the Chatterbox in South Jersey, my brother.
Here's what you were just talking about, Chief.
Yep. There she is.
Shotzi making a return to TV last night. Okay. I want to bring up something that, and we mentioned the triple tag team, the triple threat coming up at AEW.
Yeah, the one
and
I
the Hardys
screwed
are
up.
in there. And I want to talk about last night. The Rampage match, or I'm sorry, Wednesday night, Darby Allin, Jeff Hardy. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw it live. I saw bits and pieces of it and things like that. Hey, Ben, what's going on, bud?
What's up, Ben?
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Ben Bowman.
Listening to Bubba Ray this morning and Ryan McKinnell talk about that match in particular, Bubba was very, he loved the match overall, but he was very disheartened with the quote-unquote lack of selling spots. Lack of building the philosophy or the psychology, I should say, in a match. So, for instance, the big high spot, one of the spots they were talking about, if you guys didn't see it, was Jeff was laid out on a bunch of chairs. Darby came off the top rope, crushed through the chairs, but like within seconds, they both kind of sprung up, kept going. Then the second spot that he was referring to, Darby was on the steel steps. The steps were sideways. They were not flat. They were stood up. Darby was laid out. Jeff went to the top to do a swanton bomb. Guess what? Darby got out of the way. Jeff landed on the frickin' steel steps. Okay, now, what Bully and Bubba, or Bully / Bubba, because today he was Bubba on the show, not Bully Ray, but he suggested a way in that it was basically no DQ, no time limit, throw everything out the door. They could have laid there for a minute or two trying to, quote unquote, recover from this. Let the chance of this is awesome, whatever build, then the struggle to get back in the ring, and then Darby has to get Hardy back in. Darby goes for the pin, reversed by Jeff, and now you got the champion, and now you got the match won. Bully's point was about the lack of selling nowadays in certain spots could be ruining certain things within pro wrestling, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. I thought it was an interesting topic.
I think if I listened a little farther down into the show, the 22nd favorite show.
Keep sliding.
I think Bubba liked Frankie Kazarian and the way they sold their match. Mm-hmm. Okay. And as Bubba said, part of doing it is selling.
And that's the psychology within the match.
I would think
Seb is agreeing with my comments.
And I would think you got one fan, okay?
That's one. Got to have one before two.
I think Matt should have known how to sell. Okay, my only thing is Matt getting or Jeff getting a little up in years and as much high flying and flippy shit as he's done. How much can his bot stop? How much? I'll cut you off from the donuts. How much can the? How much can Jeff's body take? And I don't know.
That was the first time in a while I've seen Jeff Hardy get Jeff Hardied.
Yeah, it's a great point.
That's what I'm.
But like AEW, since its inception, has been like a big car crash. They always have these gigantic spots pop up, go to the next one, another gigantic spot, go to the next one. It's like they don't. It's like they want to put on like an exciting show to like go after WWE, but they forgot about like the basics of wrestling.
I think
in like the middle of it.
I think the best sell that I've seen on AEW is a women's match. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker.
The best sell
My
in
opinion.
AEW history was last night. After that thing with CM Punk, he literally laid in the ring until the last fan left, and then he was carted out.
You know,
that was fun.
But he knows how to sell.
Yeah.
You know, and you know how much as you're coming up NXT are the young up and comers, are they taught that kind of stuff down there?
Yeah.
How to sell. Because if you watch it on TV, you see a lot of misses. At least I would think we can.
Good morning, Jennifer. Hawaii is now officially checked in. I just thought I'd say that.
You know, I just wonder to myself how much they're really taught. You know, even coming off the independent circuit or being trained on the independent circuit, how much are they taught about selling? You know, we don't know. I have no idea. But I know I like to see good matches and
So do you think lack of selling in spots is, in the long run, or even today, hurting the product in some way? I mean, are they making it believable?
I think it's hurting it for like the real hardcore fans of like wrestling. I think they're mainly just trying to catch like the new fans and the casual fans that keep watching. They're like, holy shit, what was that car wreck? I want to watch it next week to see what crazy crap they do.
Right.
But like the hardcore wrestling fans have been invested for years and years. You're just like, what are you doing?
So I kind of liken this in a comparison. Baseball doesn't want 1-0 pitching duels because it's boring, they feel, for the fan, especially the younger fan that they're trying to attract, i.e., are the balls juice? Lower the mound, raise the mound. We want more home runs. We want more hits to make the game exciting. We'd rather have a 10-9 game than a 1-0 game. Now, the purists who love baseball, okay, I don't mind a 1-0 pitching duel if the game is it's exciting from a pitching standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at the discussion we had a couple of weeks ago when it came to Clayton Kershaw and his perfect game. Okay, that's a low type of game that many people nowadays could look at and go, ah. So I think in a way it almost is kind of the same thing. I think the high spots, like you were just alluding to, Matt, is they're trying to hook in more of the casual fan in that 18 to 49 demographic.
You stole. That's exactly what I was going to bring up. Was what you and Will were talking about last week. That 9 to 49 demographic.
Right. So I don't know. I think in a way the purists don't like, as you said before, properly the flippy shit, which is what Vince always calls it. But I'm just concerned that there are going to be certain things. I mean, you know, Charlotte, and we're watching last night's SmackDown here in studio, and we're recapping what happened last night while Madcap was being interviewed in the ring. But, you know, the selling of these things, I'm wondering if for the purist fan, if in the long run, all everybody want to see the high spots, but, you know, we look at these and go, I did. How the hell is he standing up after landing on steel steps and
it's
steel
like watching
chairs?
a real life video game at this point.
Yeah. And even though we're saying how can they stand up like that, like you alluded to, the bodies, forget Jeff being on the tail end of his career, but Darby Allin's been doing this a long time also.
Yeah.
Okay? But how much can the body take?
Like, you don't necessarily want them to lay there forever and, like, sell it.
No,
like,
but
oh, my
sell
God,
it
I might have.
Right. Sell it for 30 seconds. Sell it for a minute, especially when you're in a match where there's no time limit, no countouts, everything goes. You're throwing caution to the wind. Guys, the studio just got beautified as we just were wrapping up this discussion going into. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, it just seems like the essence of pro wrestling, of the moves and the pure wrestling sport, going away from that. These bodies, how they're not crashing and burning after only 5 or 10 years of action is beyond me.
Jeff Hardy's been doing these crazy spots for like 20 years.
But he was younger, and the body can take it when you're a little younger. He's now 20 years older, and we're all in agreement that the Hardys are probably on the backside of their career right now. How much more can this guy take?
Even then, they say you have like a bump card of how many bumps you can actually take. I think Jeff Hardy's on like his 7th ticket.
Get 10 punches and get a free match or something.
You know, I think realistically, when I watched the match, and I can see something wrong with it. That's why I made the comment, how well are the wrestlers trained down in the NXT genre or, someplace else? Are they taught the bumps? Are they taught, okay, you lay there for 3 or a 5 count or a 10 count before you get back up and you sell it.
I would say take more than 5 seconds to get up from having your back crushed on steel chairs and a steel staff.
I would think.
Well, let's put it this way: when it's Jeff Hardy and it's Darby, you would think that they would both know how to sell a move.
And you know who I blame for some of that? The producers in the back for not reminding them.
I was gonna say, I think every wrestler knows the basics. I know they all know how to sell, how to do all that stuff. It's up to the producers and the promoter to be like, oh, this is what we want on TV.
Yeah, but some of that shit's not. Some of that shit's real, man. My neck's still hurting from that damn headlock.
And she's coming.
I got cash on me to make that shit way worse.
Well, listen, here's the great thing. Before we wrap this segment up a little early, because our guests are now Jenni Santana, the GM of UWW, is here in studio. Our guest on video, Lei'd Tapa, she's already connected in. We'll get there. Can you bring it? God, keep waving so we can get you on screen so everybody knows I'm not lying here. So we'll get you up there in a second. But we have found an updated version while we bring her up there of Chief's OnlyFans.
I have one
avatar. So could
one fan.
We hear it's playing right now in the background. So this was the original one. This was Chief's. And we know what the old one was, but we've updated it. So, Mr. Producer, if you would. Chief is now part of Lonely Fans, and this is his avatar. WD-40 with the fan.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And if you buy only...
And if you put that fan up next to the Vroom, the motorcycle sounds like a Harley Davidson.
Oh, yeah, only if you're speaking to it in the back.
Exactly.
Right. Now, if you join OnlyFans, you then get a copy. Did you send him the edited CD? Yeah. Could you put up the edited CD version, sir? The one that Matt's already sent you with the Richard Simmons. He sent you an updated one because we had to fix the name. But we introduced a new workout CD that the Chief has put together.
I started working.
I put up the other one.
I started working out, doing jazzercise since the last time I got put in a headlock.
So if you join OnlyFans, you'll get a copy of what you see on the screen, Chief's Disco Sweat with the new Richard Simmons workout video.
$1.59
for the 30 CD set.
Yes.
Where on each CD you get one suggestion. If you join his OnlyFans page, but enough of that stuff because
we'd have to pay them $5 to watch that jiggle.
All right, we have totally lost control as always on the show going into break. So
I resemble that remark.
If you only knew. Okay. With that, we're
going
to
to take my teeth out.
Hell, no, not now. We're in the presence of ladies, one in studio and one online. And next week,
I was just wondering.
And next week they'll be in person with us. They can kick the crap out of us.
No.
All right, would you put our guest? Can you pop her picture up there? She can wave as I do the out on this. Why I lost? Okay, put this lady up. Oh, look at those tattoos. I'm not messing with her. Holy crap!
They're not tattoos.
They are too. Look at that ink.
No. That is artwork.
Well,
that is not tattoos.
So there she is.
Artwork.
Lei'd Tapa is going to be joining us at the top of the hour. Where is she in right now? Do you know, Jennifer? All right, we'll find out. We'll find out where she's in. Right now, we're going to say, oh, she looks like she's in the back of a car. So I see the car. Okay, so she's driving. So I hope she ain't driving and on with us because that could be a lot of. We want you here safely next week, lady.
She's styling and profiling.
I get that, but I just want to make sure she looks like she's in the back seat. I think she's being driven. Just give me a nod that you're being driven. Are you just sitting parked somewhere?
Maybe.
Oh, she's parked somewhere. Okay. Phew. All right. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Hour number 2 with our guest coming up right after this.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big Chief. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the essential character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Navarre. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
Hey, welcome back. Thoughts Count Anywhere come to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of steamy Las Vegas. We're warming up to the 90s today. 90s for the next 10 days or so for what I saw. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is now cool. We are now cool in studio. Why? Because our guests, one in person, Ms. Jenni Santana. She is the GM of UWW. I love saying it that way. We will be debuting the first ever women's promotion on May 21st, 8 p.m. card at the Sahara Hotel, and joining us on video, one of those participants. She's going to be going up against, I guess, genocide. Please welcome to the show, Lei'd Tapa. Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Good morning or afternoon where I'm from.
Where you linking in from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Ah, okay. Yes,
nice.
It is lunchtime for you. For us, we're just getting the breakfast donuts off of our cheesy mustaches.
Hey, that's for Flair country.
I know that's Flair
Yeah.
country.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. So, lady, thank you for taking time. Jennifer, thank you for taking time. We appreciate you guys coming in. And we want to have you back in because a week from today at the Sahara Hotels, I just mentioned, 8 p.m., the first ever all-women's promotion, top to bottom, from the bosses to the performers to ring announcing to production, to management, except I'm the only exception.
Do you have something to tell us, Aaron?
Yes, I do have something. Yes, do we have something? No, I'm not wearing a dress.
Ariana Phillips is going to be debuting next Saturday.
Great. That's all I need is another meme now. Wonderful. However, we have this flyer that we saw Mr. Tom provide us. I understand there's a little pre-show that can we announce that officially now that there's a flyer? So let's bring that up there. If you bring not that one, the pre-show. There you go. That's the one.
It's out there.
7 to 8 p.m. That's right, folks. You are reading that correctly. 1 hour before bell time. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Myself, Chief, and Matt. We are going to be doing a pre-show live on Title Fight Network, which is the network carrying the event. They only have, like, what would you say, 2.1 million subscribers?
Yeah, just a little
just
bit.
A
few
no
people
pressure. No pressure.
watching.
Yeah, no pressure.
Live and in living color.
Live and in living color. So we will be there at the Sahara ahead of the card to start. Hopefully, obviously we're going to talk about the night. Hopefully we have an opportunity to chat with some of the performers, the wrestlers, yourself, which we'll talk about after the show. We're going to line some stuff up. So I got to ask you, I'm going to lead it off. Lei'd Tapa, how do you feel about participating in really something that's historical in nature in terms of an all-women's promotion, kicking off and debuting and premiering right here in Las Vegas?
I think it's epic, and I'm just grateful to be a part and to wrestle with some amazing women, past, present, future. And it being the first show, making history, I'm excited and just grateful to see it all come together in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We just got a message from one of our followers, and this is a nice segue. Sev Varvar from our Facebook chat room suggests you should be joining the Bloodline with Roman Reigns and company.
I know everybody says that. we all like come from the same family. My uncle's a barbarian, but I know
Yes.
Rikishi and the Usos since I was little. So, it's nice to be Polynesian and Tongan and to be able to step in this platform with Ultimate Women of Wrestling and just represent who I am as a Polynesian woman and just the diversity of all the other females too that come from different places. So it's in my blood. So I'm excited, ready to do what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to it.
You have some nice artwork there, young lady, on your
Thank you.
on your arms, and
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
yes, it is. And,
Thank you.
And I have to tell you, I've had the good fortune of seeing you wrestle before out here in Las Vegas. And,
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing you again to say hello, and I hope you kick some ass next week because
Thank you.
I personally will be rooting for you next week.
Thank you. If I need you, I'll tag you in.
It wouldn't be the first.
No, hell no.
It wouldn't be the first time Chief's been involved in a match. Let me
Nobody
just say
encouraged
that.
him to bring a kendo stick.
Yeah, no kendo sticks.
I already bought one.
Have you seen her Instagram? I know there's some videos of someone holding pads for you. I don't think she's gonna need anyone to step in.
No, I think she'll be fine.
Nope.
Now, what
training and getting ready.
Go ahead, Matt.
What has been one of your favorite matches of your career so far?
I had the pleasure of working with Awesome Kong. She's someone that I looked up to when I was younger. So me and her, we got to work for the first time. And I just loved working with her because we're women of size. So I'm always used to someone smaller, but to work with someone like Awesome Kong and just learn from her and be able to share the ring with her was a great experience for me.
Nice.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'11", but people think I'm like 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm 5'11".
I was just going to read that off as if I was the ring
6'1"
announcer.
with heels on.
6'1" with your boots on, with your heels on.
Boots, yep.
So let me ask you a question. When Jennifer reached out to you to become part of this card, how long did it take you to say yes? This history-making event.
It didn't take me long because I'm all for women empowerment and everything. I'm actually over here at one of the events. I have a nonprofit called Women of the Carolinas Fight Life where I work with women and young girls. So they're in there, and I stepped out to come and do this. So
nice.
I didn't hesitate at all because it's something that I just was grateful. I haven't been in the ring for a while because I stepped into boxing and MMA, but just to have the opportunity to share it with women, like I said, I'm all for it. I see a bigger picture of where they're going with it, and I'm just grateful to be a part. Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on fighting Gabby Garcia?
Oh yeah, so that right there was an experience. I literally started in wrestling and got an opportunity while I was in wrestling. Never had an MMA background or anything like that, but I believed in myself, so I was like, you know what? I packed my bags and went for 3 months to Florida and trained at America Top Team to fight Gabby Garcia. And she's a pretty big woman. I ain't gonna lie, she's someone's
got to have a lot of lady balls to sign that contract.
That's all I have to say. She's tall. She's like 6'4". She's big. She's solid. But that was an experience, and I challenged myself, and it took me to places that I never thought I would go. And I got to meet a lot of people in the MMA world. So nothing but respect for her, but that's one match that people want us to have, like a rematch.
702-329-6947. Did we lose her? All right, hopefully we'll get her back. She froze and dropped her off. 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to join us and chat with, right now, Jennifer. We lost the feed with Lady. Hopefully we can get her back here momentarily. So let's talk about the card, where people can get tickets. Let's talk about some of that information, if you would.
Yeah, so you can get tickets. I mean, please follow us on our Instagram page. It's UWW Fed. You can get tickets. There's a link there to get tickets. There is a link on the Sahara page now. So, and look for us. If you're a local, I mean, check out that marquee. It's going to be up, I think, Monday. So it'll be advertised on there. But you can just go to Sahara.com. There's a link, and they're pretty much anywhere. Like, come to our page. If you can't find it, send me a message. I will send you the direct link. But we're super excited. I saw some of the comments that people have gotten tickets. They were able to get VIP tickets. So we're super excited to see you there. And it's going to be a great show.
We got, Lady so intimidated the internet there for a moment that she dropped off. Unfortunately,
even the internet ran away.
I even the internet ran away. Yeah, you're back with us. You're back. You're good.
I was like,
No, we didn't hang up on you. We would never do that. But the internet gave us a little hiccup there, and we're glad that you're back on with us. So we just gave the information. So what are you looking forward to in your match against Genocide? At least as of right now, that's who your match is against. Talk about your expectation for that match.
I know we're both women of size, so it's going to be unique. We both, come from a different kind of world, but she's a very dominant female, and so am I. So I know, like, when we meet in that ring, it's going to be one of them things that you want to be there live, or if you're not, check out the pay-per-view. So I'm excited to, see what happens.
Have you wrestled her before, lady?
I've never wrestled her before, so
Okay.
I know we're about like the same size, and I know she's going to bring it. She's very dominant, and so am I. So it's one of those things where I just know it's going to be epic, not only for the first show, but for what's to come. And I mean, I've seen a few of her matches, but I've never worked with her before.
With going in in an MMA, like after you've trained into wrestling, have you brought some of that MMA into like your wrestling repertoire?
Yes, training wise, and not only that, I've when I've done jiu-jitsu, I'm a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, so I was able to go and compete actually in Las Vegas in 2019 at Worlds, and won my first big jiu-jitsu tournament. So that was a great experience. So besides adding in the style of MMA and boxing, I also incorporate the jiu-jitsu background and just me as a person of where I've come from.
Hey, Chief, I found a new person to put you in a headlock next Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
During the pre-show.
Good luck.
Let's do that live on the pre-show.
Hey, lady.
He's warmed up after Jennifer did it.
Lady, you need to come on the pre-show next week, and
okay.
And I'll let you put me in the headlock.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna find you.
Squeeze them like a pineapple.
I got
please.
you right here.
She's warming up.
She could probably squash a watermelon. I would be careful.
maybe if we start raising money for charity to have him go pass out.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
No, he's flipping the cameras
I don't
around.
much. Okay.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good, my dear.
What if we raise some money for charity?
Yeah.
And whatever money we raise to have Lady put Chief in a hold to make him tap and pass out.
Oh my gosh.
To make that happen. Can we raise money? Would you be up for that? To raise money for charity?
We can't.
As long as we wake you up in time to ring the bell.
Sure.
Okay.
No, we just need to have an event sponsored by Fixodent to see how hard somebody has to squeeze to pop his teeth out.
Oh my
There you go.
I can't do that. I don't know about that. I'll put you in a
It's for
headlock.
charity. It's cool. It's cool.
And I'll bring you a
What the hell,
pineapple.
over? I'm not even going to wear my teeth. The
Well,
hell with
that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
That's oh my goodness. Well, it's a good thing you're
Hey,
ringing the bell.
is this going to be a regular thing? Put
What's
the
that?
Chief in a
headlock?
in a headlock.
You started.
or something?
I was going to say, you started. You asked for it with
He did
Jennifer.
ask for it.
Right,
Hell
didn't he?
yeah, I asked for it. You better believe it. I'm not stupid.
Chief was very happy in that headlock
It's
position.
2022. He consented.
The luckiest enough to get me to give him a headlock.
That's
but-
right.
Exactly.
That's right. Chief is
Now
part.
she's recovered from surgery. You're probably screwed now.
That's true. That was like a
Oh,
few days
goodness.
after surgery. So now.
That's right. Now it's a couple of weeks.
Now it's on. Yeah.
Oh, now it's on.
Super healthy. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hey, we're gonna have an extra match on the card. Jenni Santana against the Chief.
Well, we need to do that in the pre-show.
And I'm
though.
not getting the hell in the ring.
Let's
either.
do that as the buy-in.
Pre-show. That'd be like main event. Encore,
Main event?
Encore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, look at him.
Legend.
Look at him, exactly. Oh, my goodness. Lady, I just want to check with you. How you doing on time? I don't want to keep you any longer than you need to be. How you doing on time?
Oh, I'm good on time.
You're good
I'm
on. Well, you're
enjoying
parked.
this, yes.
You're not driving. You're parked in. Looks like a
Nope.
safari or like
Yep,
some. Where are you parked right now in North Carolina?
I'm parked in the shopping center in front of the where we're having Women of the Carolinas Fight Life. It's called Fusion Force.
Oh, so you have a card there now tonight?
What's that?
You have a match there tonight with them?
Oh no. We're over here. I'm over here doing a program with women and
Oh.
young girls.
Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. I misunderstood. And
so cool.
what time?
Yeah.
What time is that? What time is that?
They started. I just stepped out to come and be with
Okay.
y'all.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We want to respect your time because what you're doing in giving back is certainly much more important than chatting with us, and we respect that, and we love you for taking the time. But before we let you go,
you.
Matt has one favorite question that we ask all of our guests. So hit it.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Who's my what?
Mount Rushmore, your top 4 of all time.
Ooh, my top 4. China. I always my uncle the Barbarian.
I was going to say that was. I was waiting for that one to come in.
All my family before they tune in be like, you didn't say us. And the Uso brothers. Okay, I said all.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll get her back. Hopefully, we'll get her back in a moment. I guess at the parking lot there. Once she said the Barbarian is like, well, they don't.
She's like, that's all they need to know.
That's all
Cut
they
her.
need to
Cut
know.
her.
Mic
Cut it
drop.
off. Exactly.
Sorry, I
Oh,
keep-
there she is. She's back. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure if the internet. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you got 2, China and the Barbarian. Give us 2 more.
Yep. Okay, Rikishi, Marco Rikishi, and the Usos.
Stick it with the family.
I was
Stick it with
thinking
the
with the family before they put me in a chokehold and put a pineapple on my head.
Yeah, I don't think you want a stink face from Rikishi. That is not a way to end your day.
You know,
I know.
an interesting point would be Lady and Tamina as a tag team.
Oh,
I know that
in the
would be
bloodline.
awesome.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would run out the ring, but like, you can't pay me enough
Go
for
ahead.
this one.
exactly. That would be great. All right, lady, listen, we thank you so much for taking time away from your event there with those folks. We thank you. We definitely look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Please send our regards to all the folks that you're working with. We want to say hello. We support them from Thoughts Count Anywhere. Matt,
Thank
Chief,
you.
and Aaron, we appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you next week right here in Las Vegas at the Sahara Hotel.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you guys next Saturday.
You bet.
Thanks,
Definitely.
Lady.
Thank you, lady. We appreciate you. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, hon.
Wow. I
She's so
just
sweet, too.
I just
Like-
got goosebumps the fact that I didn't realize she was parked there at the event she was doing with those folks.
With the women.
With the women that she
Yeah.
took time. So I mean, I have goosebumps. Look at that. That she took the time away from that to be with us this morning and spend about 20 minutes with us. So we appreciate that. All right. It is 1:15, which means it is time for our first break. And that also means that Jennifer by herself was stuck with the 3 of us. God help her the rest of the way. You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? I just wonder, is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
it's on my Facebook page.
I got it on here too.
All right, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. We want to thank Lei'd Tapa for spending some time with us away from her event. Very meaningful that
and I'm going to be
she did that.
like a pineapple next week.
You're going to be squeezed like a pineapple. I'd rather.
All right.
7 days. 7 days.
I just got to make sure my insurance is paid up.
Yes, an extra fix-it then, because we don't want to hit anybody in the eye.
No, I'll take them out.
I take just in case.
Yeah.
Well, you better bring a holder because Matt and I ain't holding them. Better bring that little bowl with water or something.
I don't use that.
What
the hell are you talking about?
See, my great-grandmother, may she rest in peace, also had dentures, and at night she used to put them in a glass on the nightstand because she didn't want them, God forbid, to fall out or have an issue overnight with breathing.
Yeah.
So you should take them out at night. You don't take yours out at night and rinse them and put them in a glass?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking. So what are you asking me what I'm talking about?
I don't put it in no damn glass though.
So
this is the 21st. What the hell were you listening to? Beam me up, Scotty.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
Anything
Teeth
happens
first.
on the show. What's that?
Teeth first.
Teeth first.
New shirt.
Yeah.
All right. Craziness abounds on this show, no matter who's with us. And when the beautiful ladies join us, we try, and I'll put that word in parentheses, we try for a little decorum. But it never works out because they're just so comfortable to be with us.
We need to, Miss Jen, you need to tell us about the contest you're in, please. Let the fans know.
Yes,
out there.
let's talk about that.
Please.
So, I think there's a link too. There's a Miss Muscle and Fitness competition, and it's based on. You apply and then you write things about yourself, like a bio. And then you write about what fitness means to you, and the grand prize is being featured on the Muscle and Fitness cover, and then you get $20,000 to do with as you please. You know, hopefully the winner will like have a good cause and help other people as well. But it just depends. It's on there, like what you plan on doing with it. And so the link is here. It's based on Facebook vote. So
it's on our screen.
You can do a free daily vote. You can vote every day if you choose to do so. That would be fantastic. And you just click the free daily vote. It takes you to it verifies your Facebook, and then you say yes, and then that's it. That's a vote for me. There was a cut. I think it started with 30 girls, and now it's 15, and I'm in 5th. I haven't moved at all. So.
I know okay. So we got to make that happen. We must have a hashtag.
Vote, yeah. Maybe I'll go up to 4th. We'll see.
Hashtag vote Jenny. Don't hurt. Oh, Jennifer from Hawaii says don't hurt the chief. With pineapples in the picture up there.
Lei'd Tapa. I don't know.
We'll see. So that means, Jennifer, you're gonna have to get into the pay-per-view next week. Buy the pay-per-view, at least the pre-show as well. Make sure that Chief survives his encounter with Lady D and Jennifer and whoever else we can wrangle to come on the show. All right, coming up on the screen here momentarily is the information about our pre-show. The event is going to be on Title Fight Network. It's a subscription-based network. 2.1 million subscribers or some ridiculous number like that, which is wonderful. It's tremendous, and we have the honor of doing a pre-show 1 hour before 8 p.m. Pacific time. The three of us will be donning the best clothes we have available in our closet that night to be somewhat presentable.
My wife is actually taking me out and going shopping after the show today.
Ooh, and I have the perfect jacket to wear Saturday night
You do.
too. Yeah, I wear these different types of stylish jackets that are becoming my signature jackets. The leather?
Snakeskin?
I have that one. I have 3 of those to choose from, but one that I wore at the golf event, which I'll show you.
I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that one? No. I have to bring up. It's I think Liberace, but only turned down a little bit. Black with a silver design. It's really sharp.
Wow.
It's really sharp.
Oh, is that the one that you can rub and it changes?
No, I hate those.
Oh.
Especially when they're placed.
I'm wearing this.
Especially,
so they know who I am.
Well, I don't think there's anybody in the wrestling community around here that doesn't know who you are. True. It's a short list of who may not know who you are.
True.
That's for sure. True. All right, so I want to ask a behind the scenes question about putting all this together. The promotion, first of all. When did you start putting a promotion together, pen to paper? How long ago? A year ago? 6 weeks ago? 2 years ago? Talk about behind putting this together.
I got involved in, I think it was around December-ish. So what are we? That's only about 6 months for me. But I think it was a little bit in the works before I was kind of brought on board. So probably, I would say almost a year, maybe.
Okay.
You know, until you have these ideas, and then you start actually cementing them, and then taking action. Like it's a big process. You know, with anything, you know, you have a goal, and then you have to do step by step to reach that goal. And all those steps that we've taken have come to fruition, because now we're here in 1 week. Yeah, 1 week with a pre-show, a pay-per-view, an event on the strip. It's just incredible. So
there's no turning back now. You're a week away from everything.
Yeah.
You know,
So here's my question.
Yes.
Who selected, or what was the process of getting the ladies that you have for the first show? And are there more ladies possibly down the road that you're going to be bringing in that aren't on the first show?
Yeah, so, I mean, we're looking at, to get this show together, we look at the women of wrestling, you know, who's active right now, who's doing great stuff, but also the up-and-coming girls who have just started. You know, it's the whole gamut. We have Ivelisse, who's been wrestling for 18 years, and then we have girls, you know, who are kind of rookies. And so
there was a question came in the chat room from Norberto. Will you be wrestling at all for UWW, or just strictly the GM?
Right now, I'm the GM. If I need to get in the ring to lay stuff down, I guess I will. But I don't know.
Figure.
We'll see. We shall see.
I thought we were
right
having.
now, I'm the GM.
I thought we were having a match.
We are having our
It's
first
an unsanctioned.
match.
It's an unsanctioned match.
Yeah, I'll be in the ring with Chief.
Yes.
And,
Boy, I have so much I can follow that up with.
You know what? I'm just going to put it out there.
if he's still alive after his head gets squashed.
I'm you know.
You've seen those videos with the, and he's only a pineapple head, right? So, like, I've seen the watermelon ones getting squashed and not much left after.
I got to tell you something, though, in all honesty.
That's a hell of a way to go. If you
I am so freaking excited
Smile on your face.
for this to happen. I've been preaching and preaching and preaching. And the fellas will tell you, I want an all-women's organization to make it. It's right here in Las Vegas. Come out and see it. And you know what? I'm happy for you. I'm glad for you. Come out and see it because the chief said so.
Yes. And just going back to the roster, I would say a testament to us already. We have not had our first show, and we are having a lot of girls reach out who want to be on the show. And so, yes, to answer your question, there are going to be some girls who are on the second show who aren't on the first show. And
I was just going to stop.
Hubcaps. Yeah, definitely hubcaps.
So last time you were here when we started, when we talked about this, what is that? What are you showing over there? I can't see it.
So they already announced one name for the second show from NXT.
Who is it?
Jesse Kalea Elaban.
Oh, all right. There you go for the second show. And is that on the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There's Chief.
There he goes.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Well, April Hahn would be very excited about that. Seeing that as well.
I might get her to come in and be my manager.
Well, and I think the timing in all this is tremendous because of ladies like April and the rest of the original Glow Girls have almost created this renaissance. Now that they're out and about, of course, we know Glow had a run on NXT, last couple of years, whatever it was, before they got canceled.
Netflix.
Thank you. As well as us preaching about the women's performers today needing their own platform. I think the timing for having UWW getting off the ground and getting out there, I don't think could be any better.
I don't think so either. I think women are, the platform that we have is just incredible. Even like in the MMA world, like the women fighters, like everything is just coming together where the caliber and athlete of the female has just risen so high that this is a great time to do it and get the best of the best athletes on one card and go from there.
Santana said it last week. Lady said it today. You said it today. It's about women's empowerment. And I applaud you all for it.
Yeah.
Sev, again, in chat room says we need to bring UWW to the East Coast.
I mean, that would be great. We're trying to get this show off the ground, and we have a few more scheduled. So people have been asking me everywhere I go if UWW is going to go on the road. And I think that's a possibility. So we shall see
TV contract
in the
and all that
future.
stuff. Just keep in mind, wherever you guys travel outside of Vegas, we do travel very well, the three of us.
Oh, there you go.
So we can travel very well, especially for commentary, Bell, and production over there. We're good.
Okay.
Which, by the way, so we're going to be involved once we're with the pre-show, as we've been talking about. Chief's going to be the guest bell ringer, right?
Yes.
Matt is actually going to be on production with Aaron with camera work, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I'll have the honor of being on commentary with you and why am I blanking?
Shaw Guerrero.
Yes.
And you
Did
try.
you think the first time I came, I was going to get y'all to work?
That's okay.
You try
Gladly.
anything crazy, I will break.
Listen,
I will break the kendo stick out.
I
You
know.
know I know how to use it.
But you also know that Vicky Guerrero has been on the show a few times, and
she likes me too.
She fired me last time.
See, she likes me.
But I messaged her after we had agreed that for me to come on and do commentary with you guys, and I sent her, hey, by the way, I have an opportunity to meet your daughter coming in. She was like, oh, that's great, you'll love her, blah blah blah. But she also threatened my life too, so I'm in good hands.
Oh my gosh.
Whether she does it or Nyla comes out and gets me afterwards, Nyla Rose, who she's managing, right? She's still managing her in AEW.
Yeah.
So I know I have to be on my best behavior. So I'm always on my best behavior most of the time. Not on this show. But anyway, so we're looking forward to it. So UWWFed.com for all your ticket information. Now, part of the pre-show announcement is the fact, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that pay-per-view opportunities are also now starting. Is that correct?
Yes, the pay-per-view opportunities are starting. I think you can sign up and get it now. The link is also on the Instagram page. So please, if you cannot be in town and you can't make the trip, then there's definitely a way to watch it and follow. This is going to be something that just keeps growing. And so UWW1 is something you're not going to miss. Not going to want to miss. So
Not going to want to. How much is the pay-per-view for anybody that may be out of state?
It's $9.95 if
Okay.
you...
It is
You
$9.95.
can probably pull up the link, yeah.
There you go. All right, $9.95. Well, Matt was funny. He messages us the other day in our group chat. He says, "Look what just got announced." And we saw the pay-per-view announcement, but I wanted to ask first if it was out there. But I guess it is, since we talked about a pre-show already, right?
That's all the pre-show thing announced. I was all like, screenshot. Look at this.
Here's the funny thing. Our post last week when Santana was on with us, I found it yesterday. The SLS, the Sahara, actually liked the advertisement. So they're following what we're doing, promoting. I guess they are.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll catch on to our promo for today's show as well. And we're excited. Listen, I think this thing is really starting to build a lot of steam moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
We're hearing a lot of great chatter about it. And for us, it's an honor to be part of it. With that, I want to do a quick reset before we keep going with Jennifer.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's that chord. There you go. There you go. You got it. All right.
Yes.
You are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. Steamy day today coming up in Vegas. 90-some-odd degrees for the next, 10, 12 days. Please stay hydrated. Do whatever you have to do. There you go. Ronald Young, a good friend of ours across
Down
the
in
country.
Florida.
He and his youngest daughter are going to be watching. There you go.
Awesome, Ronald.
There you go. All right, so see.
Will you hurry up? I got to glue my teeth in.
All right. You want to? I'll go to break then, because then we'll take it right to the top of the hour.
We'll save that for the Patreon.
There you go. All right. We'll be right back.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit-cha-hey, all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
What's up, man? It's your boy, Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big G. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
This is the Essential Character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. Enjoy.
This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Devari. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm smashing the demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning. Thoughts Count Anywhere.
All right, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere as the ghosts are attacking the microphone cords. You are watching us with the great Jenni Santana, the general manager of UWW. What is the title? Are you just calling it UWW 1 next week? Is that the title of the card?
Yes.
There you go.
All
right.
Ultimate Women of Wrestling, #1.
With that, I'm now going to turn it over to the Tones of the Chief, who will then go over the card. Again, card subject to change, but this is what is announced thus far on UWWFed.com.
I have that written down here.
Okay.
Ultimate Women Wrestling, Saturday, May 21st, 8 p.m. bell time in the Sahara Theater, located on
the corner of.
On the corner of, I have no idea.
Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard.
It's on Las Vegas Boulevard.
No way the Sahara's on Sahara?
That's all that matters.
Gee.
The name of the place should give you an idea as where it's located.
Damn, I lost control. Jenni Santana, GM. Shaw Guerrero, host and announcer. And this character over next to him is going to be the other narrator. The golden voice of Vegas, Mr.
With Jennifer,
Aaron
she's
Phillips.
around. Did you mention Jennifer on commentary?
I absolutely.
Okay.
Wait a minute. She's going to be on commentary, but
it's going to be a 3-2.
But
Right, who doesn't want to hear this voice all
but
night?
she's the damn general manager.
I know, she's the
That's
boss.
more important than being a commentator right now.
Ooh, he had the
with
hierarchy
me announced,
going.
it's higher in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. First match: Ashley Demoy versus Jordan Blue. Zeta Zhang versus Gemma Jules. The Renegade Twins against Micah Madrid and Delilah Doom. Nevaeh against Christina Von Airy. Miranda Elise versus Alex Gracia. Lei'd Tapa, who we had on today, versus Genocide. Our guest from last week, Santana Garrett versus Christy James. And in the main event, Eva Elise versus Maserati. Card subject to change. Live entertainment by Nikki Page.
There you go.
I thought I did pretty good.
Not too bad for your teeth, then. Now, are there any belts? You're not giving anybody belts just yet, correct? Or is that the main event?
There are not belts.
No.
There are not belts being given out
not
at
trying to
this
get
one.
canceled, Chief.
We have to. We've got them, so they are coming.
Sweet.
There are titles coming. You know, we have to see who is, I don't want to say worthy of a title shot, but who's
You gotta
the
see how
best,
things
the
shake
best
out.
contender, yeah.
So
to
can
see
I,
who would be.
when you're ready to have matches for belts, I'm going to ask on behalf of my fellow
We're going to be able to
compatriots here.
show. Maybe we could show them off during our pre-show. Maybe.
The belts?
Yeah.
No, what I was going
No?
to suggest is
Not yet?
what
Okay.
I was what I was going to suggest
Talk
before I
to
was,
me.
before I was
Talk to
cut
me.
off. No, I'm only kidding.
Talk to me.
When she's ready to present them and use them,
Correct.
we get a little scoop here on TCA. She brings them on the show,
I
and we
can totally
present
do
them on
that,
the
yeah.
show.
Hey, that's a good idea.
There you go. That's why I get
There
paid
you
the
go.
small bucks. It's okay.
As long as we don't have any of the women wrestlers on the show.
Well,
Because I don't want chaos to break out here.
No.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
The boss is here.
Holding
Even
it
if some of the
down.
ladies come
Or-
in,
or-
she's going to control them.
Or the day that we do, I'll bring the kendo stick.
You know what? I wouldn't mind.
Just bring shin guards. You can't hit any higher.
Hey, I'm fearless, man. I'm fearless with a kendo stick.
All I know is, even if all hell
Ask
breaks loose,
Duke. Duke will
I
tell
know.
you.
I'm surprised I haven't seen him in the chat room yet. Listen, all I know
He's
is
in Cali.
there
He's
wouldn't be any.
wrestling in Cali.
I could think of worse things to have happen than losing control of a room of beautiful women. I'm in the middle of it because we have a belt. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with
People
that.
pay good money for that.
Absolutely, that's right. And here it would happen on our show. But if we can make that happen whenever you're ready, that would be great. We would love to do it.
Yeah,
Because,
I'd
you know,
love
listen,
to.
TCA, we want to become your official, and I'll use that word in quotes, platform for UWW, you know, here, especially locally, you know, and whatever we can do to help promote. You get those belts when you're ready to have matches for
Yeah.
them. Let's bring them on here. We can present them and show them off. And I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
You can model them for us?
I can model them for you,
You
absolutely.
know
Maybe I'll wear my own wrestling gear that day.
There you go. Oh, that would be
Then
great.
You can
That'd
see
be
what it'll
great.
look like on a wrestler.
Yeah,
right?
that'd be great.
Oh, hell
You'd have
yeah.
hundreds of thousands of views.
Right, we're going to promo. We need to promo that very early. Absolutely. That would be wonderful. That'd be great.
Hello, cutie pie.
There you go. So now, take yourself out of the role as a GM, as a fan of wrestling. Okay, for a moment. Based on what Chief announced as the card, what is the one match that you're most looking forward to as a fan? Not as a GM, not as anything other than a fan of women's wrestling.
As a fan, I gotta say, it would be the Lei'd Tapa match that we just talked about for numerous reasons. I mean, I come from a martial arts background, and she, talking about her fighting Gabby Garcia, like that's, you don't get much better for women's, MMA. So
not at all.
Watching her in the ring against someone of similar size, I think this roster is unique because there's just so well like the matches are so well done together. Like they have such a good, like there isn't any one match where you're going to be like, oh, it's a blowout for sure. Like they're very closely aligned and
No
they're
certainties.
Yeah, so it's going to be amazing. And having Lei'd Tapa, I mean, she is amazing. In the MMA community, I've watched her hit pads. And going against someone of similar size and stature, I think that is going to be an amazing match for me as a fan. So that's the one that I'm going to say I look forward to.
Right
the
on.
most.
Who's your match you looking forward to?
Whichever match my voice is going to be allowed to continue commentating on, it doesn't matter to me.
How about you, Matt?
I have to be
Chrissy
biased.
James versus
Santana?
Santana Garrett's probably going to be the match I'm looking forward to.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to Nevaeh against Christina Von Ehre.
Who's Jordan Bloom wrestling against? I don't remember.
Ashley DeMoy.
See, I followed Jordan on Facebook, and we're connected. And I remember she debuted a move about a month and a half ago, and she asked fans, what she should call it. And I don't know what she ended up with, but I replied to her, whatever the move was. It was like a combo Canadian destroyer with something. I don't remember how to describe it.
Flippy shit, huh?
Oh, Ronald Young says if UWW ever comes to Florida, he and his daughters will be there.
Awesome.
But I suggested the name of the move is Blue Thunder. Whatever. It was just a very impactful move. She never replied, but I'm looking forward to meeting her. But I'm looking forward to
I
her
wonder
in
if
that
she
match.
uses that. She's got to give you credit now.
That's all right. I'll give it to her for free.
You're doing commentary. Just call it that.
Yeah.
That's a good.
And then
That's why
she'll be
Matt's
like,
around.
See, that's why you get paid the big bucks and he's at the bottom.
That's right. That's why Matt's always around to keep us all in line.
We can make up our own stories
There
and
you go.
names of stuff.
All right, Jordan, I got your back, girl.
Well, I mean, I guess
Look, I just won the Facebook poll.
That's the Flugel binder coming in.
I guess I'm going to be called Pineapple Head now, huh?
Well, listen, we need a nickname for Matt though. He's like the quiet one. He's like under the radar kind of
Yeah.
guy. He'll sneak up on you almost like Butch. Butch can kind of sneak up on you. No, I'm just saying like Butch.
Who the hell's Butch?
With Sheamus and those guys.
Who's
That used to be Pete
Are you
Dunne.
really about
mean
to
the
ask who
little
Sheamus
guy?
is?
Pete Dunne.
Oh, what do you? I see
hell are we looking
I
at?
see the preview screen.
There it is, Pineapple Head.
There we go.
There we are. I'm ready.
You gotta
Hell
figure out
yeah.
how to make like a geriatric pineapple.
In a little chair with a walker or something. Well, we have his video also. Listen, if anybody wants to know how to get in shape for matches, you got to purchase Chief's video.
$1.59.
I need to get in
Oh,
shape.
wait,
Oh,
it just
yes.
went down from $1.99 to
$1.59. It's on sale
The
right
show
now.
special.
Show special.
30
that's
CD
it.
set with one exercise per CD. And each of them are about 10 seconds long.
Hey, you come by next week to the UWW show. I will be signing autographs for $229, just like The Undertaker.
I was
Print
gonna
out that
say-
8x10, I swear to God.
$229.
The Undertaker, we shared a story, and we didn't even talk on it unless it's on the sheet.
It's on there.
The Undertaker, first of all, the article that I found is what he won't sign because of certain reasons, but then he does charge over $200 for any type of signing, and I shared that with Ben and William. They're like crazy.
You know what's
But-
even worse? Robert Downey
talk to
Jr.,
me.
Iron Man, did a private signing. It was $900 for anything. But the one cool thing is he took all that money and donated it to charity.
All right,
that's
so
good,
that,
yeah.
that's
Per
good.
autograph.
But Jesus, $900.
But did he?
And there were people getting like card signed, and I was like, if you're paying that much money, you better have something
Sign my
obnoxiously
back.
cool. Yeah.
Per autograph.
With a tattoo gun.
And thank God he donated it to charity.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you have any idea
That's
how much he raised? I'm just curious if you saw.
I don't know. The whole thing sold out, so it was probably
Wow. So it was a ton of money.
I mean, it's Iron Man.
It is true. Tony Stark.
I think he made $1 or $2 from Marvel.
Michael Keaton charges $500. Well, that's reasonable. He's Batman.
Hey, good morning, Chase. How you doing, buddy?
He's Batman. So, by the way, Thomas Burnett put in the chat room that when we have the belts and if the girls come in and we get out of hand, Thomas is offering himself to help us with security that day. By the way.
Negative.
So selfless of Thomas.
That's right. He's a huge fan. He's been on our show as a guest. So
Hey, he's a good guy.
he is. He's a good guy.
Yeah, you can come in.
UW ever comes. Okay. All right. All right. So you know what? It's almost time for. It's almost time for some birthdays.
I was going to say that. And I was like,
You want to do the birthday
No,
call
I
list?
was-
No, seriously.
no, you do it. I don't want to mess anyone's name up.
Well,
but I
you-
was like,
Are you going to do it right now?
Well, I'm giving him time to cue up the music.
oh, I got to do, my son's birthday was,
Was when?
it was last week, May
Make sure-
12th.
Make sure.
Not this coming week.
Let's see, May 12th. What's your son's name?
Austin. And my jiu-jitsu coach was May 13th. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and what's his name or her name?
Fredson Pachow.
What is it?
Fredson.
Fredson. And you're worried about me messing up names? Fredson.
Only
what is
because I've been training with him for like 8 years.
Fredson
Took
what?
me 7 to learn how to
Here
say
in
it.
Vegas? Here in
Yes,
Vegas?
yes.
What's his last name? Fredson?
Pachow.
I'll spell it
Oh,
phonetically.
you do it phonetically. do you?
Absolutely. That's what I do. That's how I try to get everybody's name.
You better make sure. Hey,
That's
you
what I'm
better
going to do
make sure
next
your
week.
teeth are in too,
Oh, I
buddy,
know.
When you announce that
absolutely.
one.
All right.
Those are some tongue twisters.
So if you're celebrating a birthday today,
Happy
through next
birthday
Friday,
to
the
you.
20th,
Happy birthday.
happy
to
birthday
you.
from all of us here
Happy
at Thoughts
birthday,
Count Anywhere.
everybody. Happy birthday.
May
to you.
14th, that is today. Tennessee Lead, Dr. Des Steve Williams, Vader, one of the newest Hall of Fame inductees. Zack Ryder, May 15th, Kevin Von Erich, Farouk, damn, Tom Lawler, May 16th, The Godfather, he lives in Vegas, we should try to get him on the show. Mike Kanellis, May 17th, Earl and Dave Hebner, referees, of course. Of course, Earl was the guy in the Montreal Screwjob, right? He still gets
extraordinaire.
death threats and stuff from that match. Alex Wright, Dash Wilder, May 18th. The Superfly Jimmy Snuka. May 19th. By the way, the happy birthday song, courtesy of Pocket Aces. May 19th, the great ninth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. Alistair Black, Kip Sabian. May 20th, the Road Dog, Jesse James. Danielle Camella. And what's the last one pronounced? Akam? Akam, that's what I said. Also, a couple of special birthdays. Today, May 14th. There you go. Jennifer's celebrating the birthdays, too. The one and only, the real person behind the brains of this organization here, Go Live Vegas, Raquel Eligas. Today is her birthday. Couple of delayed birthdays because we were just informed. Jennifer's son, Austin, he celebrated on the 12th. And yesterday, May 13th, the man who taught, how long has he been coaching you?
I think 8 years now.
Is he still coaching you?
He is, yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Fredson Pachow, his birthday was yesterday. Did I say it right?
It's Pachow, yeah.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
probably am saying it wrong too.
Well,
I'll get the kendo stick.
I
when
said
I get
it the
to
way
the
she
gym.
said it. So happy birthday to all of you. By the way, if you are celebrating a birthday within the week from show to show, please go to our Thoughts Count Anywhere Facebook page. Put the post up there, name and date, or if you want us to give a shout out to a family member, friend, or an enemy, we don't care. We'll shout out birthdays all day long.
Ronald Young, who is in the chat room,
yes.
his birthday is on Thursday.
Well, happy birthday, Ronald. A good
and
friend
so
of the
is
show's.
local wrestler Mondo Rocks.
Mondo Rocks, both of them May 19th. Didn't he just celebrate last week or so, Mondo? I thought he celebrated his birthday. All right, well, either way.
Says it right here.
All right, Mondo Rocks, and who's the other one? Ronald Young out in Florida, May 19th. But please post them on our Facebook page, or you can send us an email through our website, which is
info@thoughtscountanywhere.com.
And you can always visit thoughtscountanywhere.com, hit the shop tab, get some shirts as we are. Well, I'm not. These guys are wearing some of their TCA shirts that are there. We appreciate it. And maybe we'll put a link onto our UWW shop because I noticed the post that there's actually some swag
awesome gear
available
there,
now.
yeah.
So we'll make that happen. And through GoLive.Vegas, check out the mug. Now, I am actually, those are on order. I haven't. Well, they will be. I've got to get TCA
That's a pretty
mugs.
nice one.
But here's the one from Aaron's Hour. If you want to get an idea as to what the mugs look like. And what's that? Oh, we forgot to bring out the poster.
Oh.
But here's the poster you can order as well from Thoughts. It's coming. I didn't pull it out earlier. That's what she said. But anyway.
Stop.
Take the words out of my mouth.
I know.
I hate you.
I beat you to it. I knew it.
I'm editing that shit out later.
Nasty.
So we do have a poster here in studio, which is framed, that we will get all of our guests, and this is kind of what Chief was talking about, but we'll talk about it more. We'd like to bring this to the pre-show, and if we are able to get any guests or anybody afterwards, we'd love to have some of the ladies sign that as well. But we are going to be getting this signed, and we will be auctioning it off later on in the year to a charity for all the signatures that we have on that we're able to obtain. There you go. And it has been christened by the one and only Jenni Santana down at the lower left, I believe.
Yep.
So Jennifer's on there.
That's what he said.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That does
There's a reason I liked you.
There does it for today's show. Tip your waiters and waitresses on your way out. Absolutely. See, it's not hard to get caught in the crap that we do. Robbie,
It's like a roller and
Robbie
everyone
was
just
last
gets
week.
sucked in.
That's right. Everybody gets sucked into the vortex. Robbie lit. I guess
Robbie
his
was
birthday was
week.
last week.
Mondo's this week. Okay.
Guys, put it on our Facebook page for us to announce week after week after week, and any shout outs for birthdays that you'd like us to give. That's the best way to do it. Through our Facebook page, Chief will manages our birthday list.
Yeah,
and by the way, do we have any name for history?
You know my 3/4 halfheimers kicks in sometimes, so
and it seems
you
like
know,
I saw the comments.
yeah. Well, they're saying Aaron's got it.
I was going to say
today.
I've got it today.
He did say Chief though. Another
did
one of them
yeah.
did say
okay.
Chief. Yes.
All right. All right.
One of them
Somebody
earlier,
insulted me, huh?
One of them earlier said that it's kicking back in for you.
Kicking
So
back
take that
in.
for what
You
it's
know,
worth.
you know who I haven't seen on here?
Tell me,
Where's my brother from another mother?
Sean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
gotta-
haven't seen him.
You know, I got to reach out to him.
I see him in passing downtown once in a while.
Hey, on a serious note,
Yeah.
all joking aside, one of Sean's boys broke his arm.
I saw that as
And
well.
they were backing out of their parking spot this week, and the freaking brakes went out on the car.
Oh,
Thank,
God. I
saw
thank
that.
God they weren't driving.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, they're safe, and I worry. You know, I worry about stuff
Well, thank
like
goodness
that,
he
about
wasn't.
my family.
Yeah, thank goodness he wasn't moving in any way, shape, or form other than just trying to get out of a spot.
Yes.
So thank goodness.
Yes.
So, all right. So
I have a quick funny
Yes,
story.
please.
I'm gonna embarrass my mom. So because you said it was Andre's
Mom,
birthday.
we love you.
yes,
Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
They-
This is not TCA, Mom. This is your daughter doing this.
The comments expressed are not necessarily those by the host of TCA.
They were really good friends. They were really close, my mom and Andre. And she told me one story. I think they were leaving Madison Square Garden, and they were in the back of this limo, and everyone was running after the limo trying to get Andre's autograph, and they were like. He said, "Open the window," right? So they're both sitting in the back of this limo, and they start yelling like they thought she was his wife or something. They're like, "Mrs. Giant, Mrs. Giant," and
Mrs. Giant.
they're like, "Please sign this." And so he was like, "Yeah, just go ahead, you sign the autograph." So if anyone has an autograph out there, Mrs. Giant, it was not his wife, but we'd love to see that. So
Bogus, but that's funny. I would love to see that. Absolutely, that would be funny to see. That would be great to see. That's a great story.
I'll make a deal with you. If you send it in to us, on a serious note, if you send it in to us,
Nothing serious.
I will make sure that it gets back to you.
I gotta verify it's hers.
That's right. We have to get PSA, JSA, FBI, CIA, whoever we
Back
can to
it.
verify the signature. Back it.
Whoever.
Exactly.
But I will make sure it gets sent back to you.
And if you do send us one, Chief will send you a shirt or something from TCA and
Yes.
maybe UWW as
Yes.
well. So we're pimping shirts.
Yes.
Or maybe Aaron Phillips, the host of that great show at 12 o'clock, maybe he'll send a shirt too.
I'll give you a Santana shirt too to give out there.
There you go. There you go.
Because we are memorabilia.
We're memorabilia whores, let's face it.
You know.
Let's face it. I just purchased 3 figurines from our good guys at TRC this weekend.
They're action
all autographed.
figures. Don't call them
What
figures.
did you say? Oh, action
They're
figures.
action figures, not
action
figures.
figures. Well, they are figurines.
I got one this week in the mail too.
Mine are on the way.
How old is he?
Superstar Billy Graham.
I was in the garden when Bob Backlund beat him to win the title. That was my first live event at 12 years old.
JSA cert it.
There you go.
So it's the real deal.
Now I have to make sure I beat my wife home for the mail when that thing hits the mailbox. It's because you don't know I ordered those things.
Oh, while we're talking,
of course, she's.
I
listening.
asked Santana last week.
Yes.
Is there going to be merchandise for the fans to buy?
Yeah, there's going to be UWW merchandise. There's not all of the stuff that's on this web store, but we're going to bring a lot of the stuff there so you can get it.
Now, since
right
we're working the event, are we considered employees get an employee discount on top of our AARP discounts? For
Wait a minute. I should get military discount,
Right.
employee discount, senior citizen
We'll be
discount.
paying him to take the shirt.
Damn
Please take this. Here's $20.
Well, I saw online.
You know what?
You have a men's tank top, and I'm into tank tops, so that's for sure. I don't know if that's coming or not, but if it doesn't, I'll get it online.
I support wrestling. Okay, so I hope that I have enough money to support all the wrestlers that are going to be there next
Now,
year.
so will some of the ladies be bringing their own memorabilia too? We have a whole memorabilia for
Merch.
that. Or memorabilia,
It's going to be
merchandise?
UWW merch.
Just
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
If there going to be 8x10s there or anything
There are
like
going to be 8x10s of the girls.
How about you? You going to?
Absolutely, yeah. There's one of me.
I have an 8x10. Go ahead.
If Lady Tapa squeezes you hard enough,
Yes.
that UWW shirt will turn into evidence part number 1.
In the DNA bag.
We'll have to have CSI standing by to gather evidence.
You shouldn't be saying that. She's not here to defend herself.
Oh, no. We're saying that about you.
She don't need it.
Oh,
You need like 4
We're
more
saying
of
about
you.
You're going into pineapple headlock next week. So what he's saying is when she squeezes hard enough, whatever UWW merch your brain lands on, it will be subject to CSI.
It might not. The brain might not come out. It might come out the other end.
Well, whatever end. We'll make sure that. What is that? Hello, Chief and crew from the crew of Tuesday Night Mania. Yes, sir. Hello, Brandon.
What's up, my brother?
That's it. Well, listen, we got followers all over. Our followers have followers.
Brandon is on Coast to Coast.
Yes, he's part of the show that he does, right?
Yep.
I've actually been talking to them about maybe somehow getting that show streamed through Go Live Vegas.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, I have to say this. This show next week is being seen on Title Fight Network. However, local studio Go Live Vegas and Aaron and company, he's actually going to be there providing the camera stuff to get the feed out, right?
I believe so,
So
yes.
I want to just make
Yes.
sure that Go Live Vegas and Aaron, for all that he does, is also mentioned because he's going to be behind one of the cameras.
Behind the scenes.
We're putting Matt behind one of the cameras as well with Aaron. So Go Live Vegas is providing the local support, the local talent of the visual.
Yes.
I have to make sure I say all the words right. For Title Fight Network, as well as him covering the pre-show, which we are doing from 7 to 8 p.m. on Title Fight Network.
Interesting.
And when Lady Tapa comes out, I'm getting the hell under the table.
Oh, well, just don't ruin the equipment.
No.
Okay. All right, so we have about 5 minutes or so left, so let's make sure that all the pertinent details for next week are given.
Yeah, so I want to say buy your tickets, and we haven't really officially announced it yet, but when you get a ticket, you're also going to get $5 in casino play for the Sahara Casino.
That's new. That's
yes,
cool.
and that's going to be brought to us by one of our sponsors. It's going to be brought to you by BioStore Las Vegas. And that is a clinic that's going to open hopefully July 1st.
I know that clinic.
Yeah,
you
that
and I
clinic.
have some talking to do for that too.
So that clinic is me, my daughter, and Dr. Caprio and AJ Caprio.
Talk
and
about the
Gary
clinic. What is it about?
So this clinic, they have some locations in New Jersey and Connecticut already running, but we are going to focus on regenerative medicine, stem cells, hormone therapy, replacement, IV therapy, and this is great. Like we were just in Jersey last week, and we had patients come in. They're on our Instagram. Ricardo Rodriguez, who was a former MMA champion, a UFC champion, Nick Diaz. Enzo was there.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Enzo Amore.
Andy Anderson.
Who was that? Oh, Andrew Anderson.
Andrew Anderson.
Anderson. Yes.
Yep.
Tony Richardson, NFL. So we have a lot of the sports encompassed who are getting treatment. Also, if you've ever seen the movie Vision Quest, Frank Jasper, the guy who plays Shoot.
Gangrel was Gangrel, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and also the guy who plays Michael Myers also is
Wow.
So
It's
a
a
lot
great
of
lineup
high-profile clientele. But what happened to my head right there?
Yeah, what happened? What did you do to?
Oh, the
what'd you do to
brain! I was
Jennifer?
like, my brain just grew really big.
Oh, okay, got you.
It's Megamind.
Not like
Damn!
Damn that brain groove.
That looks like the first character on Star Trek on the very first episode. Holy cow.
With that kind of head, he'd have 7/8 Alzheimer's.
7/8.
Come up with the word.
You can't even say it.
Yeah, we're also going to be there providing like massage for the girls after. So yeah.
What abuse I got to take.
Good stuff. So
Excellent. Well, that's good. And hopefully, if things pan out, Jennifer and I, we're going to have a sidebar conversation at some point after the event that hopefully we can support their new business here and get the word out locally. So about the what did you say? Regenerative
medicine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is testosterone?
Yes.
That's part of that.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a friend.
No, it is.
Chief, just so you know, it's good. Anyway, all right, we only have a couple of minutes left.
You ain't talking about me, man. I don't shoot blanks. I'll have you know.
Okay, changing gears real quick.
There, I got your ass.
Where's the pop
I think
gun?
they also do some erectile dysfunction stuff.
Where
So
you
just
going
in case
now?
he needs.
Huh?
Anywhere I go.
Where are you going now?
Matt, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. Real quickly, 76ers are out. I know that.
Golden State's into the Western Conference
Golden
Finals.
State move forward. Yep.
You know who ain't been in the chat room today?
Who?
I've been safe all day. Huh?
Who? Oh, your wife. We'll give her a copy of this one. Don't worry about the last 2 minutes. So Sixers are out. Golden State is in. Who else? Did the Bucks win?
Boston series is going to Game 7.
And that's again, they're playing the Heat, right? No, yes, they're playing
Heat's
the Heat.
Heat's already in.
Oh, right, that's right, because they beat Philadelphia. Heat, Boston and Milwaukee.
Golden State.
Golden State's in.
Okay.
All right.
Who am I taking? I don't know. Boston.
I want to see the Bucks versus the Warriors in the finals. That'd be
how about Boston?
crazy series.
That'd be good.
I'm going to take Boston.
All right. I don't really care because the playoffs are too damn long.
I don't either.
All right, where the
only thing I care about UW.
There you go. Yeah.
Quickly, give the match card.
Do it again.
Go for it.
Ultimate Women Wrestling, Saturday, May 21st, 8 p.m. bell time at the Sahara Theater. Jenni Santana, GM,
Where's the
Shaw
Sahara?
Guerrero, host and announcer.
Located on the Sahara Boulevard. In case anybody gets lost. And the Boulevard.
Stop. Ashley Demoy versus Jordan Blue. Zeta Zhang versus Gemma Jules. Renegade Twins versus Micah Madrid and Delilah Doom. Nevaeh versus Christina Von Airy. Miranda Luis versus Alex Gracia. Lei'd Tapa versus Genocide. Santana Garrett versus Christy James. And Evilise versus our very own Las Vegas Maserati. Card subject to change. Live entertainment by Nikki Page.
I'm also super excited for the tag team match.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a great match. UWWFed.com. Get all your ticket information. If you're here in town, you want to go see it in person, that would be great. However, there's also pay-per-view opportunities for $9.95. You can go to Title Fight Network and watch the whole card if you're out of the city. Obviously, if you don't live here, that's obviously your best option. Now, will you be storing any of these shows on archive somewhere down the line?
I think they're going to be on Title Match. I think they.
Oh, they
so you can
store
purchase it even after the.
There you go. So if you miss it, you actually have an opportunity to download it and watch it at a later date. All right. Yeah. We are done for today's show. Let us thank Lei'd Tapa for coming in and taking time away from her very special event. We appreciate that. And, of course, the lovely GM of UWW, Miss Jennifer Santana.
Thank you so much for having me
so
again.
That means next week you got to plan one more Saturday to be here. It's going to be the final push, if you can.
Oh, in the morning.
In the morning, one final push.
And
But we'll work all those logistics out.
Okay.
We'll work those logistics out.
Okay.
We'll work it out. All right, Matt, final thoughts before we say goodbye.
Everybody
it's
have
Title
a good
Match
safe...
Network. I keep saying Title Fight. I'm sorry.
Everybody have a good, safe week. Stay hydrated. Come out to UWW at the Sahara next Saturday. It's going to be freaking fun.
There you go. Chief.
Be safe out there. Everybody come down next week to the show. Chief will sign autographs for you.
We'll pay you $20 to take one.
Free of charge.
Just like Mrs. Giant's autograph.
And buy my CDs $1.29 now.
No, what keeps going down?
Hey, I love everybody.
All right, with that,
Thank
join me
you
at the
for
top of
coming
the
in.
hour. Aaron Zara with Aaron Phillips. My guest will be Peter Papagiorgio, as well as his wife, Catherine Natali. Both of them are movies, actors, the whole shebang. Join me at the top of the hour. Thank you for watching. I'm Aaron Phillips. For everybody here, please be kind to everybody. Why is that? We're all we have. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Very special week for TCA with UWW. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.